Pozdrav svima i dobro mi došli u novi video na kanalu. I današnjem videu nastavljamo sa serijalom Horizon Forbidden West. Kao i obično nastavljamo tamo gdje smo stali i također kao i obično playlistu sa svim prethodnim epizodama imat ćete dole u opisu videa, tako da obavezno pogledajte. Lajkujte video i subscribeujte se na kanal kako ne biste propustili ni jedan od novih videa. A mi nastavljamo tamo gdje smo stali u prethodnoj epizodi. Znači mi sad treba da se popnemo ovdje gore na vrh. Ali ono može ovuda se penje? Ne. Dobro. Ovuda može, dobro. Čekaj. Ovuda? Ne. Ali ovuda bi trebalo da mogu stane. Ja vidim ovdje da imamo stepenice, ali rekao možda možemo da skratimo. Dobro je, ostao sam živ. Ali zato i stoje ove merdevine posle. Da bi ja mogao se spustim tu i da šutnem ove merdevine na razmotavanje dole. No, to ćemo da rešimo posle. Nešto, penjemo se mi gore kod ovog Savohara. Inače, ako ste propustili prethodnu epizodu, na kraju prošle epizode smo, pred kraj zapravo prošle epizode, smo započeli jednu side misicu u kojoj ćemo pomoći jednom od karaktera koji nam je bio dobar prijatelj u prethodnoj igri. Tako da to sad trenutno radimo, a ona kaže da može se uhvati za nešto ako skoči sa litice. S koje bre litice skočim? Da li si bre normalna? Gdje da se bacim? Jump. To perform wall jump. Šta? Aha, dobro. Znači ovako bab. I onda... Dobro. Zanimljivo. Ima dosta nove mehanike igre u odnosu na prethodni deo. Imali ste u prethodnoj epizodi isto da vidite kako su... Mislio sam da padam u smrt dole sa litice, ona su u stvari uhvatila za liticu samu i... Tako sam se vratio gore posle, baš sam se iznenadio. Da, evo, to je to. Ja u principu nikad ne bih ni pomislio da mogu tuda. Kada ono može, samo da vidim. Evo ga. Šta sam sad ovo uradio? Majko moja, ja sam mislio padam opet. I šta sad? Su ovo priče, barat. Ništa, taj cvet možemo da uzmemo možda i posle. O, ja sam skočio, pa više, ono... Ne iznenađujem se uopšte. Da, to je tamo. Uha, vidi koliko njih ima ovdje dole. Dobro. Da, sad ćemo da probamo da se prošunjamo mi ovuda. Da oni nas ne vide.
Machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if there are any out here.
Divno. To jednog smo rešili. Zato hoće da nas usere. Ajmo, to. Dođemo. Ajde opet. To. Da mi critical strike. To je to.
That's all of them.
A sada ih lutam. Skupimo obilje. Treba će mi.
Stuff for the stash. Napravimo malo neke strele za rezervu. I to je to. Kaže when your medicine punch is full medical. Dobro. Šta sad? Šta se zaglavila? Ajmo. In pretty bad shape.
Dobro, našli smo ga.
The true sun above me, the true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. The true sun above me.
You must be Savahar.
The true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. No. No. The vessel must be empty for the coming vision.
You don't need a vision. You need medical attention. On the way up, I saw parts of the trail had given way. Is that how you hurt yourself?
My pain. All part of the ritual.
Ma ti si bočkove.
Bad. And your people are running out of time. Staring at the stormbird isn't solving anything.
You don't understand the omen. It fell here at the beacon. I just need to see the twilight path. And my people will find their home.
Your people, it's time to go back, a twilight path, your injury. Da vidimo šta
I
kaže.
think you punctured a lung. You can't heal it with prayer.
The sun will provide. And I will not lose faith.
I'd be more concerned about losing blood. What do you think's gonna happen here? If you sit long enough, the sun will show you something?
A path to a new home. fallen machine can only mean that the storm has passed.
Ali ti živiš u zabludi, Burazeru.
Salvation is at hand.
Or some Osram shot it and it hit an old tower. Listen, Lakasha is doing the best she can down there, but machine attacks, angry Osram. The Order is scared, Savar.
The last rays of eventide will burn away their fear.
I don't think so. Your people are worried about you. They need shelter, security.
The true sun above me. The true sun before me. Show me the way. This
I
eventide.
think you've been staring at your salvation this whole time.
The true sun above me.
Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart.
Ne vredi, s ovim bočkom ne može da se sarađuje, zato što je bočko. Ovdje imamo grapple point. To je to.
A Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below. And his answer is sunstroke and a prayer? Why does every priest I meet think blind faith is the answer to everything?
Dobro, idemo gore. Čekaj, čekaj. Dobro, pokupio sam.
The Osram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back.
To.
Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either.
Dobro.
Savahar? How you holding up? I need to get back over there.
Gde je bre ovaj bočko sad? Jel živ uopšte?
Savar?
Nije.
I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe.
Kad nećeš da slušaš.
And give her the Stormbird heart.
Što da vidimo šta ovdje mogu da nađem. Šta mi kaže mapa inače ovdje? Kaže mapa da ovdje možda mogu da nađem svašta. Ali dobro. Idemo dalje. Šta je ovo? Neki toranj, to jest statua. A, evo forica da ja siđem dole brzo.
No.
There's Tolland with the thugs.
Ti bočko dođi ovamo, sad ću ja da ti objasnim neke stvari.
I'm a
Hello.
generous gent. So I'll give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the cards, you to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or shadow cars or flea bags. I'm taking it.
Baš bi volao da vidim kako ćeš uzmišti to od mene.
You sure you want to do that, Tolland? You know who I am. What makes you think a single Oseram lunkhead can take me down?
I've got 4 guys.
Hehe.
Blast it. Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow. But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys.
Morao sam s njime da budem bezobrazan, zato što je on bezobrazan i ide mi na živce, brate. Opasno.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people. Maybe even land to build a new home.
This is... Savahar must make these decisions.
No, I'm sorry, Lakasha. Savahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet. Find your path.
I'll do my best, Aloy. What choice do I have? Here, please accept this. It is modest, but I hope it helps in some small way. To Chainscrape, then.
I to smo završili. Može ovaj mount uopšte da se popne ovde? Čekaj samo da ovde završimo. Quick save. To je to. A ovde neće da dođe mount. Aha, mount cannot enter this location. Dobro. Evo ga on ovde. Samo da vidimo, mi smo dobili neki skill. To dobro može. To dobro. Šta je ovo? Može. I ovo je take less damage while mounted. Dobro. To je to. Sad cepamo dalje. Sad idemo da rešavamo ovaj naš glavni quest. Da stignemo do Barren Lighta. Samo da vidimo gdje je to. 600 metara odavde, inače... Čekaj. Map. Dobro, to je to.
I know you see me.
Šta neće skočiti tu dole? Ovdje, hoće, dobro. Opa. Dobro, ovo su sve ovi chargeri. Oni nisu opasni. I stižemo.
Last part of the sun done before the Forbidden West. Carja horn. Means the escort. I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
Open stash. Nora Legacy. Nora Legacy Spear. To sam ja dobio, dobro, sad ću... Čekaj, ako ja to... Skill details. Dobro, i outfit uzmemo. I da vidim sad šta je bolje. Inventory. U principu... Oni su isti. Da. Samo što je ovaj kao taj Nora Legacy Spear, a ovo je Champion Spear. Dobro. I outfit. Pojednost ću. To što ja imam ovaj... Kako se zove? Nora Legacy outfit ne znači da moram da ga nosim. Buy back resources. Dobro, ništa. Nećemo ništa kupujemo, nećemo ništa prodajemo, čuvamo stvari. Treba će nam verovatno kasnije.
Here's Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
Da si bre kućo.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
Aj, prvo ga pitamo kako je, mislim, čovjek, ono.
How have things been since I...
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
Dobro. Ursa.
Wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half had a half order of their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
Koliko su dobro radili igricu, znači ja ne mogu da verujem. I dalje se oduševljavam.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, you know, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Dobro, znači oni vole se rokaju, da znamo. I... barem light.
What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
For sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. No matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one...
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying.
Dobro, proba se ne plaća, brat.
If you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Teško.
Be careful out there, Aloy.
Teško, teško. Ništa. Op, nisam to htio, izvinjavam se.
Lighten up, Pai. You've got a thick wall of stone between...
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
Znači mora radimo opet
Let me
nešto.
through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
Dobro. About the embassy. Tanakh. I... Where is Nozar? About the embassy.
What happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Dobro. Da vidimo šta Tanakh marshals.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Dobro, i gde je
Where's
glavni.
this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
Dobro, idemo da pregovaramo sa komandantom.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Ajde bre,
Yes, well,
bočko.
I'm sure Ulven was thrilled.
Mnogo si spor bre, buras.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
Kako su ljubazni.
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Sad kad je
How are
njihov...
we to hold an embassy with a
Nekog koga mi
tribe that
znamo,
can't even
ne.
govern their own people?
Dobro.
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Kako će da ona skoči preko ograde? Ma ja idem ti burazeru.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Farrell.
Došao je bočko.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sure, it's the savior! I don't care if the devil's include yourself. The gate is sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
To će bude rokanje.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Kakav kralj, brate.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Barate, ja si dosadan ko malo dete da mora da vučem sa sobom.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Ajde vidimo sad.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back.
Sad će dobiješ I ti, brate. Ideš mi na živce, bočku.
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the savage east. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins.
Top, sad će da mi ispričavam priču.
You sure you want to hear it?
Da.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief,
Šta
you
desperate
did
measures?
something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
To je za mene.
It is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
Service to the chief.
It's not the chief.
The winners of the cool route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakhs still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So, which tribe are you?
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace, and now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
Tattoos going home, rite of passage.
I've
Tattoos.
never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Dobro,
Are
going
you
home.
glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakhs can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Znači, ipak moramo čekamo se završi ova ambasada.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Hopla.
Lancers, form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up! Get to cover! Archers! Keep them back!
Zajebana situacija.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
Uf. U jetru.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Come down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Here they come!
They're on to us.
Kako njih da dobijem sad?
Machine down! Get the rider! Now! What the? Oh, they're missing their armor!
Hitting those weak spots is really working!
Get up! Firing!
Čekaj.
This isn't a battle! Stop those riders! Now they're scared! You alright? I'll stop you! Target the Outlander! I'll take this one! Blade is all I need!
To je to.
Take this ammo!
You're on target! Hit that rider! We can win this! For all, mother! I've got this one! With a shot, I heard it! They're in trouble!
To je to. Njega smo završili.
For the Nora! Here it comes! You okay? Got this!
To je to.
I'll get you!
Mnogo ih ima, nema šanse da ih dobijem sve ovako.
Varl.
We've survived worse.
Hit her from range! Hit her again!
Au, brate, ja sam se ja zaneo.
Enough! You, outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Dođi, bre.
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
A, to je ovo što ima štit, što smo vidjeli na traileru. Sad ćemo od njega to da konfiskujemo.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield. Break his guard. There, now's my chance. Give it up.
To je to. Op, 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 op. Aj, opet. To je to. Ne, 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 ne. Vidi ga. Op, štit opet. Ne, 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 ne.
I've got to break that shield.
Ne. Ajde, još jednom. To je to. To je to. Rešio sam ga. To je to.
Your turn.
me! No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Ikaro. Move out!
Znači, to je to, rokanje je gotovo. Ali se rat nije završio, samo borba.
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on.
Pa kad ste bočkani obojica. Vidih, ne zna se koja gori. Ovom rebra, ovom noga.
It's salvage time, boys.
Ali bre, pa zašto sam ja ubio da biste vi meni ovdje sad pokrali sve? To.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
To je ova nova spravica što su onda reklamirali u trailerima.
We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Stani da, druže, čekaj, svaću pitanje da te pitam. Stani da vidimo prvo ovo.
About Vashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Dobro, da koju regala.
The sheriff called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Dobro, question about the west. Karja response, time to go. Question about the west. Vidi ovo. Čekaj, se vratimo nas, pa ćemo to na kraju.
Too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Dobro.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
You said the Tanakh lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tanakh. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
Dobro.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
Dobro. No Man's Land.
No Man's Land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
Dobro.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
To bi bilo to sve što je on imao da nam ispriča, mi smo čuli. I sad je vreme da idemo.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
Hvala lepo, vrlo ste ljubazni.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Dobili smo skill, opet neki, koji ćemo da stavimo na... Šta je Infiltrator? Silent Strike. Dobro. Survivor. Može ovo. Se lečimo brže i više. Još 2 skill poena sam dobio. Sad imam 3 sve zajedno. Dobro, uzet ću onda ovdje. Block breaker. Dobro. Ovdje stamina regen. Aha, dobro. Spread blast. To je to. Imaš 2 skilla, bret. Dobro, uzet ću i ovaj. Znači ovdje smo sve završili. To je to. Main quest, the embassy. To je to.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to silence in Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
I to je to, drugari. Ovdje ćemo završiti današnju epizodu. Nadam se da ste uživali. Koliko jeste, ostavite like, subscribe se na kanal kako ne biste propustili naredni video. Budite mi pozdravljeni, mi se vidimo u nekom od narednih videa. Pozdrav, ćao!